Okay, is it just me, but I can't look at him without getting a visceral sickness in the gut of my stomach? Like, it's almost like I physically recoil. Almost like when you see like a snake or something, you're just like, oh my God. Or you see something absolutely disgusting. I cannot look at the guy without just my entire body going into like convulsion like reaction. You know, like I just got a bad blood transfusion. I mean, it's just, I can't take the guy. He's got dementia. He's a communist. He's corrupt. Who knows how many millions of dollars this guy has taken? Who knows where it is? What the level of compromise he has. And he gets on TV yesterday with an asinine speech, basically blaming us. It's our fault because we're Islamophobia or something. And we got to be nice to them. And so we got to send them money. And the next thing he's going to do is ask for 1 million refugees. That is going to come in a week. That's going to be the next step. So we're going to give money to Hamas so they don't have to give money to the people that elected them so they can take the money and blow up Israel. And then we're going to give money to Israel so they can blow back on Hamas. So all of our money is gone. And oh, by the way, in order to do this, you have to double down on Ukraine. That's his plan. It's just unbelievable. Meantime, there's no speaker. Here's a clown, Vern Buchanan, voted against Jordan. No vote. Ooh, but he can vote against Jim Jordan, but he's got plenty of time to go bowling with Biden and his staff in the White House. With a Republican Party like this, who needs an opposition? This is the Unity Party. Hey, let's vote for the swamp and then go bowling with Joe Biden. Cut one, Vern Buchanan. There's that image of Vern Buchanan, who wouldn't vote for Jim Jordan, bowling that night, last night at the White House, celebrating. If you ever wanted the poster child of the swamp lobbyist, K Street, good for nothing, gangster bankster, sellout uniparty, making believe they're Republicans, that's it. 13 seconds. Should be emboldened in your mind forever. All of these people have got to go. All of them. All right, let's get to cut 4, guys. Here's Biden. Last night, not concerned about that you might get blown up. Not concerned about the cells here. Not concerned about what happened to Israel. Not concerned about the tie-in with Iran. Not concerned the fact that the Palestinians there elected Hamas to be their government. No, what he's concerned about is giving more money to the little grifting weasel Elf Zelensky and raiding whatever money you have left again to give it to the Ukraine. It was a Ukraine funding speech. Surprised he didn't have a Ukrainian flag behind him. Cut 4.
Because of that. Meanwhile, Putin denies Ukraine has or ever had real statehood. He claims the Soviet Union created Ukraine. And just 2 weeks ago, he told the world that if the United States and our allies withdraw, and if the United States withdraw, our allies will as well, military support for Ukraine would have, quote, a week left to live, but we're not withdrawing. I know these conflicts can seem far away, and it's natural to ask, why does this matter to America? So let me share with you why making sure Israel and Ukraine succeed is vital for America's national security. You know, history has taught us that when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos and death and more destruction. They keep going, and the cost and the threats to America and the world keep rising. So if we don't stop Putin's appetite for power and control in Ukraine, he won't limit himself just to Ukraine. Putin's already threatened to remind Poland that their western land was a gift from Russia. One of his top advisors, a former president of Russia, has called Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania Russia's Baltic provinces. These are all NATO allies. For 75 years, NATO has kept peace in Europe and has been the cornerstone of American security. And if Putin attacks a NATO ally, we will defend every inch of NATO which the treaty requires and calls for. We'll have something that we do not seek. Make it clear, we do not seek. We do not seek to have American troops fighting in Russia or fighting against Russia. Beyond Europe, we know that our allies, and maybe most importantly our adversaries and competitors, are watching. They're watching our response in Ukraine as well. And if we walk away and let Putin erase Ukraine's independence, would-be aggressors around the world would be emboldened to try the same. The risk of conflict and chaos could spread in other parts of the world, in the Indo-Pacific,
I had enough.
the Middle East.
I can't take it.
Especially.
I can't take it. I can't take this guy. You lying, dementia-ridden, communist, piece of crap, corrupt, feckless weasel. We don't have peace now after 75 years because of you and your left-wing communist administration and the morons you've got running it. This is Obama's dream. Embolden Iran, change America forever. That's his vision. Give me 30 million people, I'll change your country. He said it. It's his words, not mine. Now you're sitting there saying Russia's going to invade Poland? What on what evidence on that? Is that the same intel that you didn't know what was going on in the Gaza Strip? That intel? How do you sit there and take this guy with one thread of credibility? He's taking allegedly millions of dollars from foreign entities to enrich himself and his family. And you're going to sit there and lecture me about peace for 75 years? We had peace before you got there. We had peace under Trump because they would have never done this. You're weak, you're feckless, you're a liar, you're a weasel, you're corrupt, and you're going to sit there and lecture us about 75 years of peace? You can go straight to hell. At some point, we've got to say, as just a people, you've got to look at this guy and say, oh my God, what did we do? How did this happen? And how can we rectify it and get this joker out of there? And it's not only him, it's everybody around him. It's just not one guy. But he's not making any decisions. All this stuff is getting written for him. He sits up there, he reads a teleprompter, doesn't even know what he's saying. This is all Obama. It's all Obama and his minions. The whole country is run top to bottom by Barack Obama. That's what you're dealing with here.